Myself Nisha and my roll number is 2127. Today my topic is steady state temperature in a circular disk. Consider a thin disk of radius r placed in the plane so that its center is the origin. And now we will find the steady state temperature distribution u r theta as a function of polar coordinates. The Laplace equation in polar coordinates is curl 2u by curl r square plus 1 by r curl u by curl r plus 1 by r square curl 2u by curl theta square is equals to 0, where r varies from 0 to r and capital R is the radius of the thin disk and theta varies from minus pi to pi. Now we assume that the temperature is known as the boundary of the disk. Therefore, u of r theta is equals to f of theta, for theta lies between minus pi to pi and capital R denotes the radius of the thin disk. In order to determine a unique solution for u, we will specify two additional conditions. First condition is we seek a bounded solution. This is certainly a physically reasonable condition. And second is periodically conditions. That is u of r pi is equals to u of r minus pi and curl u by curl theta over r pi is equals to curl u by curl theta over r minus pi. These conditions where r pi and r of minus pi are polar coordinates of the same point. Now we assume a solution u r theta is equals to f of r into g of theta. Now we put these values in the Laplace equation. Therefore we get f double dash r g theta plus 1 by r f dash r g theta plus 1 by r square f r g double dash theta is equals to 0. Now we take LCM of the equation, and if f r g theta is not is equals to 0, then equation can be written as r square f double dash r g theta plus r f dash r g theta plus f r g double dash theta over r square is equals to 0. Now g of theta comes out common from first and second term. Therefore g theta into r square f double dash r plus r f dash r is equals to minus f of r g double dash theta. Now by the cross multiplication, r square f double dash r plus r f dash r over f r is equals to minus of g double dash theta over g theta. Now we clearly see that the left hand side depends only on r and the right hand side depends only on the theta, and we also know that r and theta are independent variables. Therefore both sides must equal to the same constant, and we take lambda is the constant, therefore which gives us the values r square f double dash r plus r f dash r minus lambda f of r is equals to 0. And second condition is g double dash theta plus lambda g of theta is equals to r. Now we consider the boundary conditions, and first is u r pi is equals to u r minus pi and g of pi into f of r is equals to g of minus pi into f of r. Now if we assume f of r is not identically 0, then g of pi is equals to g of minus pi. Similarly, we can find curl u by curl theta over r pi is equals to f of r into g dash pi is equals to curl u by curl theta into r minus pi is equals to f of r g dash minus pi, which implies g dash pi is equals to g dash minus pi. Now we solve the g theta. Therefore, we have g double dash theta plus lambda g of theta is equals to 0, and the boundary conditions are g pi is equals to g minus pi and g dash pi is equals to g dash minus pi. And this is a periodic Sturm-Liouville problem, and we solve it by considering different cases. Now we take the first case where the value of lambda is equals to 0. Now in this case the equation 2a reduces to g double dash theta is equals to 0. This is the differential equation of second order, and whose general solution is g of theta is equals to c plus d theta. Now the boundary condition is g of pi is equals to g of minus pi. Therefore, c plus d pi is equals to c minus d pi, which implies 2d pi is equals to 0. Therefore, d is equals to 0. Hence, we find g of theta is equals to c, which satisfies the condition g dash pi and g dash is minus pi. Thus, lambda is equals to 0 is an eigenvalue of the problem with the eigenfunction g of theta is equals to c naught, where c naught is any constant. Now we take the second case, and second case is lambda is less than 0. Therefore, the value of lambda is negative. Hence, we take lambda is equals to minus n square. Then the differential equation 2a is becomes g double dash theta minus n square g theta is equals to 0, and this is the differential equation of second order, whose general solution becomes g of theta is equals to c e raised to the power n theta plus d e raised to the power minus n theta. Now we take the boundary conditions. G of pi is equals to g of minus pi. Therefore, we clearly say that c into e raised to the power n pi plus d into e raised to the power minus n pi is equals to c into e raised to the power minus n pi plus d into e raised to the power n pi. Therefore, c minus d into e raised to the power n pi minus e raised to the power minus n pi is equals to 0, and we know e raised to the power n pi minus e raised to the power minus n pi can't be 0. So c minus d is equals to 0. Therefore, c is equals to 0. Also, the second boundary condition is g dash pi is equals to g dash minus pi. Therefore, cn into e raised to the power n pi minus e raised to the power minus n pi is equals to cn into e raised to the power minus n pi minus e raised to the power n pi. Therefore, it becomes 2 into cn is equals to 0. Therefore, c is equals to 0 and g of theta is equals to 0. Hence, there is no eigenvalue in this case. Now we consider the third case where lambda is greater than 0. Now let lambda is equals to k square, and then the differential equation 2a becomes g double dash theta plus k square g theta is equals to 0, and this is also a differential equation of second order, whose general solution becomes g of theta is equals to c k cos k theta plus d sin k theta. Now we use the boundary conditions. G of pi is equals to g of minus pi, that is c cos k pi plus d sin k pi is equals to c cos k pi minus d sin k pi, which implies 2d sin k pi is equals to 0. Now for a non-trivial solution, we have k pi is equals to n pi. For n is equals to 1, 2, 3 up to so on, that is k is equals to n for n is equals to 1, 2, 3 up to so on. Similarly, result holds for second boundary condition g dash pi is equals to g dash minus pi. Thus, the general solution is given by gn theta is equals to cn cos into n theta plus dn sin into n theta. Thus, the eigenvalues for the Sturm-Liouville boundary value problem is lambda is equals to n, where n varies from 0 to up to so on infinity, and eigenfunction is G naught theta is equals to C naught, and Gn theta is equals to Cn cos n theta plus Dn sin n theta. Now we take lambda is equals to n square to get equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes r square f dash double dash r plus r f dash r minus n square f r is equals to 0. This is a second order Euler differential equation with the general solution f n r is equals to a n r raised to the power n plus b n r raised to the power minus n, and f naught r is equals to a naught, which is a constant for value n is equals to 0. The requirement that the solution must be bounded, so we choose for each bn is equals to 0, because as r tends to 0, r raised to the power minus n tends to infinity, which is the center of the disk. Now we combine the cases and we can write fn r is equals to a n r raised to the power n for n is equals to 0, 1, 2 up to so on. Now the functions of the form un r theta is equals to fn r gn theta is equals to a n r raised to the power n into cn cos n theta plus dn sin n theta. Now we take an into cn is equals to capital An, and an into dn is equals to capital Bn, which is also constant. Now un r theta is equals to r raised to the power n into capital An cos n theta plus capital Bn sin n theta, and these functions satisfy the Laplace equation and the periodicity conditions, and as well as the conditions that solution must be bounded. Now for any given n, this function will generally not satisfy the initial condition u r theta is equals to f of theta. Now we use the principle of superposition. U r theta is equals to a naught plus summation n is equals to 1 to infinity r raised to the power n into a n cos n theta plus b n sin n theta. Now the initial condition requires that u r theta is equals to f of theta is equals to a naught by 2 plus summation n is equals to 1 to infinity a n r raised to the power n cos n theta plus b n r raised to the power sin n theta. This is the Fourier series expansion, and the limit is between minus pi to pi. Thus we choose a naught is equals to 1 by 2 pi integration over minus pi to pi f of theta d theta, and therefore a n r raised to the power n is equals to 1 by pi integration over minus pi to pi f of theta cos n theta d theta, which implies a n is equals to 1 over pi into r raised to the power n integration over minus pi to pi f of theta cos n theta d theta, and similarly bn r raised to the power n is equals to 1 by pi integration over minus pi to pi f of theta sin n theta d theta, which implies bn is equals to 1 by pi r raised to the power n integration over minus pi to pi f of theta sin n theta d theta. Now we put the value of an and bn in equation 3, which gives us the complete solution of u r theta, and which will be the steady state temperature in the circular disk. Here are the references, and thank you so much.